If you can open up with an opening comment, please, Coach.
I'd be glad to, Jerry. Well, that was a great win, great team win. Someone's got something going here. I hear some noise. Sorry. I'll help you out anytime I can. Just remember that, all right? Just a great team win, and obviously you're going to ask about our quarterback, Braxton. I have not heard. I've just been running around celebrating with our team. I want to find out immediately right after this. We also had Philly Brown was out with got hit in the head, and we lost Evan Bogard. Not sure the seriousness of his injury, but it doesn't look good to his knee. So right now we're on fumes as far as special teams in certain positions. So. We got to regroup fast and got to get a lot better. However, some of the efforts I saw tonight were legendary. I mean, that was a moment that I'll certainly never forget, and that was that the quarterback come jogging in the game, the old right-hander, and just did a heck of a job. I know we had safety and just some stuff happening. But the bottom line is we're going to build on wins and build on being extremely positive and coaching these kids because they do listen to you. So with that said, I'll answer any questions for you.
Left front, Bill.
Dispatch, could you describe the swing in your emotions from what it was like with a minute to go? And then
I have no idea. I'm still trying to figure this bad boy out.
Did you?
We won, right?
Yes. Was there a point where you lost faith that you could come?
No. I just love Kenny Guyton. I just think he's especially we hit the long pass. I really thought he was going to go in. Then overtime, the energy in that stadium and how loud that was louder than the Nebraska game. And I want to thank our fans for that.
Far right over here, Clay.
Yeah, Coach Clay Hall, ABC6. Did you push a button a little bit today with Chris Fields? I don't think he had a catch coming in. He makes a big catch.
Chris Fields is a product of, I'd like to say, our program, and that means, 3 weeks ago he wouldn't have been on the field. But he just changed his whole dynamics of the way he works, his practice habits, and his performance. You can go out there, work all you want, not make plays, but he's earned that right to be on the field. He was even playing before Philly went down. I mean, he was on the field where 3-4 weeks ago he's not on the field. So it's a product of, he also ran down on kickoff for me. So it's just that whole systematic approach that we have, and very, very proud of him. I mean, my goodness. That was a great catch.
Left front, Bo.
Urban Bo Bishop, BNS Radio and TV. When you put it all into context, and I know you said you probably haven't been able to just yet, but I'm just wondering if maybe that's kind of why you get back into coaching, the ebbs and flows of that game. I'm sure you lost some hair a little bit in it too, but have you in your life seen anything like that with everything you guys went through?
I don't know anything like that, not where we're at injury-wise. And, we're just, when I say on fumes now, Nate Williams is playing outside backer. And he's not an outside backer, and we gave up a touchdown because of that. We're playing guys right now that, but they're out there just going as hard as they possibly can. And so to answer your question, I've never seen anything swing like that. And then with where we're at as far as, we're full speed, full strength, that's a whole different animal.
Right front, Tim.
Yeah, Tim A. Columbus Dispatch. Urban, just talk about, real quick, is Hankins okay?
Hankins is okay. Okay.
Did you look into Kenny Guyton's eyes? What did you see there as he rolled in, like you called him his righty coming out of the bullpen? But just, this is a guy, like you said, almost had a one-way ticket back to Texas on a bus.
Well, he threw the pick, and I grabbed him afterwards, and I did. I grabbed him. I said, "You're going to go win this game," and he looked right at me. He was really down. And I think that moment kind of picked him up, and we have confidence in Kenny Guyton. And the one thing is, we're real honest with guys around here. If we didn't, I'd tell them. So we don't have any confidence in you. And here's what you need to do. That's not the case. Every snap of practice, he gets a rep. He's done that over and over again in practice. The cross, we call it 860 cross, and but after that interception. We all went back to him. I did. I just grabbed him, and I said, you'll be right back, and we're going to win the game here. And he looked right at me and said, I got you, Coach. And I think he needed that because he's not, how many times has he been in this situation? How many times has anybody been in that situation?
Left front, Steve.
Yeah, Coach. Steve Howwagon, Bucknuts. I want to ask about your defense. I know they gave up a couple big plays, but in the fourth quarter, slamming the door in the overtime, I don't know that they got any yards in the overtime, just the job they did in the fourth quarter in the overtime.
Yeah, I thought they played well the whole day. I thought one was obviously a mistake by Nate Williams, who's playing outside linebacker. Josh Perry, true freshman, goes down. Nate's got to play. Never practiced. We couldn't get that rep in practice this week, and but he made plays after that. So I thought our defense, it might have been their best performance. Obviously, the first one was a kind of a little trick play, a double wheel out of the backfield. And you take away that play, which you can't take away that play, and the kickoff return for a touchdown, and our defense played really well.
Right front, Bob.
Bob Hunter, Columbus Dispatch. I know you love Kenny Guyton, but 47 seconds left, 61 yards, no timeouts, backup quarterback. What are the odds of that?
No, I knew it from the, no. You mean you didn't know that was going to happen? How much time was left?
47 seconds.
47 seconds. No timeouts.
Yards, no timeouts.
Wow. Yeah, that was, I mean, I just can't say enough about it. But, it's a kind of recurring theme every time we bring up his name. I think I say the same thing. He's a coach. He prepares. We call competitive excellence. And competitive excellence is simply when you work so hard, when your number's called, because of so many reps, you can make a play. And it's just a tribute to that kid. I mean, he is a special guy. And, even if I hate to say this, even if he doesn't complete that pass, that's a special kid. He's ready, and he's all Buckeye now. And that family, I'd be very proud. I know they are. I mean, were you kidding me? I mean, just what kind of kid he is. And I'm not talking about the game-winning touchdown. Just what kind of kid he is, what kind of team player.
Far left, Austin.
Austin Ward, ESPN.com. Urban, do you have any idea how severe the injury is to Braxton? And when
I just came up here. I'm going to go right from here and find out.
When you put Kenny in the game, is there any difference at all in the package he has, or do you have the full deal?
Yeah, he's a little bit different. Not so much packages, the calls we use. He's not quite the runner, but we ran. We just it's different calls, but it is different.
Couple more questions, Jared.
I want to mention Jake Stoneburner too. That I don't know if I did that. He played his tail off, and he has the last 2 weeks. We had a little come to what meeting because he wasn't playing well. He's he's playing okay, but once again, I think one of the things that I love so much about our program is direct conversation and direct honesty. And he wasn't playing very hard in East Lansing. He didn't. He played okay, but okay is not good enough for a guy like that. In the last couple of games, he has played lights out, and today he played great.
Far right here, Jared.
Jared Smalley, NBC4. Just you spoke during the week about getting involved with the defense, getting more hands-on with it. What evidence did you see of the conversations you had with the staff this week that showed up in the field on those fourth quarter drives and those stops you had to get?
I was so busy with the offense during that time. I really have not seen it, and I'll let you know afterwards. I like I would flip over the energy level and the conversation between our defensive staff, and I would go out there, and when we huddle up, I'd say something to them, talk to them. But to start saying that I had something to do with that, I don't think that's appropriate. I think our defensive leaders and our coaching staff did a heck of a job and made some, did what they had to do. Once again, now those injuries aren't going away real fast, so we still got some more work to do. But to think that we played good in the fourth quarter because of some, T-shirt I gave them or some, catchy phrase, that's not fair. That's not appropriate. It's a group of players, and enough's enough, and they played hard.
Final question, far left, Doug.
Doug Lambrisa, Cleveland Plain Dealer. Urban, I know you don't know about Braxton yet, but when you were out on the field with him, what was your level of concern as you sort of saw him?
I was like my son, and all these guys are. Same with Bogart, and I just have concern, especially I think it's a head, and that concerns all of us. So I'm going to go find out right now.
Last year, this team, when Braxton got hurt at Nebraska, fell apart. What was the difference for the team to be able to hang in there as Kenny came in?
I think we talked. It's the old saying about the reason we work so hard is we actually talked about that in hotel this morning. When it gets really hard, the people that don't work very hard just let go of the rope and do something else. If you work really hard, you just hold on to that rope. It's an old analogy that a lot of people have used, and it's amazing that we did talk about that this morning in the hotel. The reason we do, it's so hard here. I mean, it is. You come into February workouts, March, and that's for a reason that when it gets so freaking hard, you can't give in. I mean, you got too much invested. So that's my opinion of why they found a way to win the game.
But last one, the two-point conversion play. Just what was the execution? What was the call on that?
Great call. That was Tom called that one. Actually, it's been on the. I asked him before we got the ball. I said, "No, what's our two-point play?" And this is a great story. The offensive line was screaming at me to run the ball, and like screaming. And same with Carlos Hyde. And I almost changed that play. And I said to Tom, I said, "Let's pound it at him." And he said, "No, let's go with this." So he won that battle. And great call, great execution. He blocks his way out, and a little delay by the tight end. Thank you very much, guys.